my last one, who's maybe not necessarily maybe similar size and stature, but very different game style, would be Andre Rublev. Rublev caught a bad draw, probably caught a bad draw in Australian, right? He got found second in the first round, and we've all come to see what he's really all about. But it hasn't. I don't think my man hasn't done well. Australia, Indian Wells, Miami, 0 wins, 0 wins. So he's perennial top 10, right? Always making year-end finals, which makes me think. And he's coming into clay, where he's actually pretty good on clay, which you wouldn't think. I mean, I think he beat Novak in a Masters 1000 not that 2-3 years ago in the final. So like on clay, I think maybe Monte Carlo, but I'm less concerned about him. I'm just saying at some point it happens for everyone, and you're starting to see that he's not the guys like him who would be 6 through 10 are now starting to show up.
Sure.
The younger versions who do it maybe just a little bit better. And not to say that Andre's game is slipping. It's just like these people, kind of like how I view Felix, right?
Yeah.
It's not you. It's you compared to everyone else. You're probably the exact same player. It's just all the younger
Raise their
ones.
game.
Yeah, all the younger ones behind you who have a higher ceiling are just coming to take your place, right?
I saw some encouraging news today. He has tapped one of the all-time faves of TH, Morat Safin,
Morat Safin,
to
let's go,
be his
baby.
coach.
Let's
So
go,
I'm just
baby.
telling you, if anybody, and you remember several years back when Novak tapped Goran to be the head coach, and it was in the camp.
Yeah,
It takes crazy to know crazy.
absolutely.
And I think that Safin will be able to talk
So
Andre.
is this official? Like I know he's been kind of in his ear, and I know like
I
he's
just
he's
I
he,
just I just saw it on my ticker earlier today.
okay. This is fantastic.
Here, and that to me is the best news I've heard for Andre Rublev. Rublev will now have an opportunity. If we can get him from going Rublev to Roblox, and where he's just an almost the automaton that he needs to be, and
So
just
what's
bashing balls
what?
in. Because he has the kind of game out. You talk about a guy that just needs to be able to go keep across court and just penetrate you all to heck. He's a guy that I feel has enough firepower. If he just trusted his game, he's like a Soderling. He's like Safin. I mean, the guy just can crush a darn ball. And so all the changing, all the trying to crush the ball off the line and thread the needle, dude, you hit routinely 90-mile-an-hour plus off both sides. You don't need to be the one changing. Just land that
Just war of
combo.
attrition.
Just more of attrition. Get yourself in phenomenal shape. Maybe like Steph and show up in the box with
Yeah,
two
maybe
fifth
listen up a
fatales
little
and,
bit.
and just be crazy with it a little bit.
Maybe
Let's
listen
have
up a
some
little
fun out
bit.
here. We're gambling, baby. And I think nobody can speak to him except the master himself, who tamed crazy long enough.
You know,
As my
I'm
main man,
just happy we're gonna see more Morat Safin around. This is
that
great. Like we're in this renaissance right now where like the guys from the '90s and early 2000s starting to come back around. Like I love seeing more Agassi out and about.
yeah.
Now Safin, like this is good. Like this is
Goran's almost an institution now. He's been out there for a couple players now.
yeah. But the
Murray,
guys like
Murray, and Novak's box, which is not quite that old, but still, you're
yeah.
starting to see the old ones come back. I'm just telling you, that's the best news I've heard for Andre, and I think you're right. I'll be very honest with you. One of my players on my watch list is Daniel. I feel like Daniel has not made many changes. I said this to you in the Open when he played.
Yeah.
Who did he play? He played the young Thai kid. I forget the kid's name. Uh, kid had
10?
a
10? Oh no, the first round Australia. I know you're talking about. Yeah.
play this kid, Alvin. I'm telling you, there was a look on his face that he was blown away. Like, who is this kid? And I saw the same look on Stefano's face. I saw the same look on his face. So I see this look like, who are these kids? Like, where do they come from? It wasn't I saw that look on Isner's face when Ben Shelton played him 3 years ago at the Open at Atlanta Open. Like, who is this kid? Like, nobody serves this big for this long. I know. I've been out here for 15 years, right? And it was just this look of disbelief. Danielle is showing me that right now. And I wish there was a coach that I could look at and say, this is what we're going to have to do. but I feel like he might need to reach back and grab that coach or something of that stature himself to really, really kind of redefine his
He
game a
did
little bit.
yeah, he did just separate with his longtime coach recently. I don't think he's announced a new coach quite yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hear what
I
you're
always
I
have to
hear what you're
say,
saying.
I'm piggybacking on what you said with Rublo. I feel like, dude, you got to get a coach, somebody who has some belief in you, and you go